Let me throw this in the compost first. Coco, no. No. They learn quickly that I bring in treats. So we have their temporary housing there. They're really pretty big. I had the dog cage over here where they're standing, and that was their security little cage, but I moved it over there, and I am going to probably move it out of this pen tomorrow altogether, because I need to start getting braver with these two little bullies. Just all in the pecking order of chickens. But I have these strawberries and they're all waiting for them. Hey, Chip Chip. Chip Chip doesn't care about the strawberries. She will in a second. I'm actually going to dump them over here so they don't get dirt all on them, not like they care. Oh, that little guy's confused. Don't know how to get back in. 1, 2, 3. Where'd Chip Chip go? Oh. Hey, Chipsy. Come on, little buddy. Gotta go around the door. You gotta go around. Ugh. Come on. Come on. Go that way. Go on. I know. A little bit farther. There you go. Gypsy, you want to go in, or are you going to be out here by yourself? Gypsy's pretty good. She doesn't fly over. I could leave her out here by herself, but I don't want to do that either. Strawberries are not their favorite things. Alright, I'll let them come out here, I guess. They like to fly though, so they can fly over this little 4-foot fence. Have to keep an eye on them. They go behind that rake. Hoping none of them fly over while the dogs are out. I need to pick up these waterers. Step in there for a minute. We finished the garden gate all the way to the end of that fence. We weren't going to do it all the way back there because that's a shaded area, but I'm thinking I can plant blueberries back here. I'm pretty positive blueberries thrive in the shade. We put somewhere in here is a gate. Okay, yeah, there's the hinges. So here's a gate. I'm not going to open it now because we have this other little thing there. So when we push the chicken coop back, after the growing season's over, the chickens can go back out into the garden and forage. There's Sadie. What are you waiting on? I don't have anything. What are you waiting on? See, the strawberries, they could take them or leave them. They'll be gone by the end of the day, but it's not their favorite thing to eat. All right, so let me now take you into the garden. Let's start up in the front. Bought a suffering little rose plant. at Lowe's in the little clearance section. And there it is, and it's actually blossoming again. Very pretty. And this is the second time it's bloomed out. So that's gonna be really pretty. I wanna get a few more, maybe do something with those garbage cans. We had a fig tree we bought last year, and the neighbor mowed it down by accident. I guess he didn't know, but it's coming back. So we put a cage around it this time. All right, so let's just start inside here. This is my strawberry bed. Very excited about my strawberry bed. Coco. Coco. What are you barking at? All right, I've already harvested twice out of my strawberry bed. And you can already see I have some strawberries there. I have this on here to keep the birds out. I ordered some bird netting. There's a really pretty strawberry right there. Whoops, look, somebody ate it. Anyway, you had to be quick. One of my sunflowers, and here's another strawberry thing. It's not really taking off very well in that basket for us. Some green onions back there. You can see we did the square foot gardening technique. Do it a little bit better next year. A lot of the plants didn't come up. I think a lot of my seeds were old. However, I'll link that video at the end if you want to see about the square foot gardening. You're supposed to be able to plant like so many plants per square foot. These are cantaloupes, and it's 1 cantaloupe per square foot. So we left that one empty so they'd have room to grow anyway. I did not plant these, but I think they're tomatillas. If you look at our last garden video or last year's, you see that this bed here had tomatillas like crazy. It took all season for me to get them last year. I had even forgotten I planted them, but I never took what I wanted and left the rest, or when they went bad. I don't know. Anyway, this was the bed that had a bunch of tomatillas. This one and another bed over here. I'll show you in a minute. But I believe these are tomatillas because we did not plant these. And they definitely are producing. Anyway, tomatoes, tomatoes, tomatoes. Oh no. Coco in. Coco in. In, Coco. In. Look, the chicken's up there. Oh, those chickens are going to get locked up. This is why those chickens are going to get locked up. Oh, smart chicken. Let me count the chickens, and then I'm locking them up. Whew. You were almost a chicken nugget. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and let me get Gypsy. All right, hold on. All right, I think I got all that on video, but that bird flew up onto, I just can't see it here. That bird flew up onto this netting, and she almost went over. If she would have went over, whew. Coco's pretty good. One of the birds had gone over, the big bird, Nellie. She had gone over a couple weeks ago, and Coco just sort of watched her. She was kind of confused. She was kind of confused on what was happening. But, whew, that scared me. I do not want my dog to get a taste of chicken. Right, Coco? I'm not sure what Sadie would do. Sadie's the hunter, but those birds really don't affect her that much. Coco, she wants to see, she's trying to get in here now. She just wants to play with them, I think. It's not the best situation. And I'm thinking that we might have to clip the wings of those new birds. Okay, so now Coco got in the garden. It's fine as long as I keep an eye on her. All right, where was I? These are my elderberry cuttings that Hardneck Farms sent me, and I don't know if they're taking it out, but I did put them in horse manure, Wendy. I got 2 buckets of horse manure there. I mixed them up with horse manure. I'll just keep watering them, see what happens. This one did have some nice, was fairly nice roots on it when I planted it. Come on, out. There's my another, I have 2 sunflowers there. One of them might be a mammoth sunflower. I wish I would have planted a lot more. I planted a couple more down there. Okay, over here. Coco. All right, watermelons. We got these little skinny beds. They're so super cute. I love them. But I got 6 watermelons in there, and they are looking really good. My blueberry. Oh, here's my blackberry bush. This thing has been through 2 transplants. Oh, Coco, why are you looking at? 2 transplants, through 2 floods, and still surviving. Not giving me any berries. Here's my blueberry bush. I've got some blueberries on it. All right, I need to put some more bird in my bird feeder there. They eat that stuff up. I already harvested spinach out here and arugula, and my broccoli is getting pretty hot, so that broccoli better get going. Got some beans going on. Yesterday I tilled it up and put some horse manure in there and planted some peas, so hopefully I'll get some peas. All right, so we overwintered some peppers, and then we took them back out of the pot and repotted one there. I'll show you the other one in a minute. It's another example of the square foot garden. And not all of my plants came up, but you can plant 4 corns. 3 of them came up in this square. 1 came up in this square, 1 in this one. So you can see how that goes. I got a corn there, 2 tomatoes there. I cannot remember, this is watermelon or cantaloupe, I'm not sure. All right, in this garden I've got my cucumbers. I had to spray them with neem oil yesterday because something seems to be getting her. I think this is the other tomatilla bed where they all came up last year. And this one here has got to be a tomatilla. I don't know. Tomato, tomato, tomato. Broccoli, broccoli. I don't even remember what that is. But I planted radishes here, and I've got a few, but I don't know, they're not very happy. The peppers are not doing so well here. Carrots, I have no sign of the carrots. Like I said, some of my seeds were old, so it's really unfortunate. Female kiwi plant. My male one died last year, so I'm going to need to replace that. But there's no flowering on here anyway, so I don't know. Muscadine grapes. Something's been eating at these too, but I sprayed them yesterday. Blackberries. Had a blackberry yesterday, right down here next to this one, and it came back out and it was gone. So I have ordered some bird netting. These bushes are only from last year, so they're producing very well. Raspberry. Got lots of raspberries started. This is a little out of control. I have to trim it up, but you can see that it is running. Another raspberry bush. We have kind of, it's a tomato cage, but you can see I got raspberries. And another muscadine. Ooh, spider webs. As you can see, I've gotten some grapes growing. I should get a pretty good crop. This is not that old of a grapevine, so I'm surprised I'm getting a decent crop. All right, another skinny bed. Acorn squash, acorn squash, acorn squash, and 3 corns. I'm gonna have to put some fertilizer in there. They look a little sad. Another sunflower. I had a sunflower there, and the chickens got to it. So anyway, look at the sunflowers. I already got the bloom on it. And now I expect in a couple days it ought to be opening up. It's just a little sunflower. Another skinny bed with tomato, tomato, tomato. These are all tomatoes. That looked pretty good. Another sunflower there. And here's the final bed. You can see again we did the square foot gardening. Marigolds, spinach, got some cucumbers here, tomato plant. The rest of the stuff really didn't take. I don't remember what we planted, but it really didn't take. Oh, here's my other. I know we overwintered the peppers incorrectly. We were supposed to cut the stem down to wherever like a new stem, and we didn't do that. We just stuck them in a pot. But so Bob trimmed the other one you saw a minute ago because it didn't have any new growth on the top. But this one has the new growth, and hopefully we'll get a pepper or two soon. We did get a pepper over the winter because I had it in the screen room, and it actually produced a pepper over the winter. So that's pretty cool. All right, so let me show you this tree we planted, the key lime Meyer lemon cocktail tree. It had a lot of blooms on it. I sprayed it with neem oil, but I've still got this brown spots or black spots on it on some of the leaves. Anyway, it's gonna get repotted in the fall, I think, because this pot's too small. Hopefully I'll get some lemons or limes out of it. You can see I have some potential here. All right, I think that's all for the actual inside of the garden. I'll take you in here to the screen room and show you what I got going on. I think Sadie must be anxious to show us what you want. What's going on, Sadie? You want to show me what's in the grow room or the screen room? So much cooler in here. Okay, so there's my pineapple. I will link the video. Did I do a video? The top of that pineapple that I planted, there it is. My tomato plants in here are awesome. I have to repot them. I've got 4 peppers growing in the back. This was a kiwi bush that never made it, the one I got at Tractor Supply. Just never took. I could have returned it, but I lost the receipt. Anyway, I'm doing that hydroponics thing with this baby. Kind of. Another tomato plant back there. Down here is some more corn that I'm planting. It should be popping up any minute or any day, and if it doesn't, I'm gonna have to replant some more corn. I think a lot of my seeds are old, so I think that's why I'm not having a really good time in the garden this year. I'm not sure. Anyway, that is the kiwi plant that I bought to replace the dead one down there. Slowly growing. This one does not need a pollinator, so it does need some fertilizer though. We're gonna have to fertilize that. Here's another tomato plant. It's doing awesome out here. I'm kind of figuring I'm gonna leave that one in that pot because the bugs don't get, I mean, knock on wood, but you know, those bugs don't get in here like they do in the garden. My aloe vera, absolutely insane. I'm getting all these new puppies. Actually, this is a full-grown plant. I've got to get to that aloe vera. This is a loganberry. I did that video where I bought those at Tractor Supply. This one's taking off. I'm probably gonna have to put that in a bigger pot. I just don't really have a lot of room. I don't really have a lot of room out there. I don't know. This is some green onions I got from the store, and I just put them in there. Yeah. And then here's my other aloe vera. I had actually cut off some of these, harvest them, and now I've got new puppies growing here, new pups, but it's sitting lopsided. This thing is solid aloe vera. It's awesome. Little tropical trees even. Got a new palm frond growing. So I say all in all, it's looking good. Oh wait, let me show you what I got on the windowsill. Do you guys want to come in? Coco likes it out here. Do you want to come inside, Sadie? All right, so on the windowsill, You know, I always got stuff growing on the windowsill. I have my green onions that I had purchased at the store, and I just cut them off, stuck them in just a tiny bit of water, and they will grow. I know y'all know that. These are the little lemon trees that poor boy Ranch sent me. My God, a year ago. There's 3 of them in there. I'm just not brave enough to transplant them just yet. That's just a little succulent. Anyhow, we've had 2 pineapples in the last couple weeks. This was the newest pineapple. I put it in some water. I'm not getting anything. Not really getting anything on it. I think there might be a little root maybe starting there. I'm not sure. Anyway, this one here has been sitting in the water for several weeks now. And look at all those roots. Wow, those roots look good. I put it in some clean water today. As soon as I get a pot, I'm going to pot it. Even if I never get a pineapple from it, it's just a really beautiful plant. That's how I see it, at least. But hopefully I'll get a pineapple from it one day. All right, so, Sadie. Anyway, just thought I'd do a real quick video and show you the chickens. I need to figure out how to get them in the big chicken house at night. We'll work on that this week. Right, Sadie? Anyway, so I just wanted to update you a little bit on the garden. Haven't put out a video in a week. I normally try to put 2 videos out a week. However, I've been feeling a little under the weather, and I'm having some trouble uploading some video from our last kayaking trip where we actually went magnet fishing. So what? So I hope to get that video up here by maybe Thursday. I try to put a video out every Sunday and Thursday. However, I'm just having such trouble with it, and I wasn't feeling well, so getting back into it here this week, feeling much better. So anyway, if you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, the subscribe button if you're not subscribed, and leave a comment below and let me know what you think about the blueberries in the shade. Maybe even any tips on getting the birds into the big house. I'm thinking I'm going to have to do that at night when everybody's sleeping, just kind of get them up, stick them in the big house. In the big hen house. I call it the big hen house. It's not really that big, but to get rid of their temporary housing. Because they're big enough now to really defend themselves. They just really need to stop running from the chickens. There's one big brave one out there. But she's not really too scared of the chickens. The other hens. Anyway, let me put some bird feeders, some seeds in the bird feeders so maybe they'll stay away from my berries today. And I will see you on the next video.